Hi, I'm Jody. I'm the Managing Director here at Digital Nomads HQ, and I'm joined today by Lauren, our resident social media manager.
Hello.
Today, we want to talk about how to optimize your social media if you're a service based business. This is a hot topic for us.
It sure is.
Most of our audience are service based businesses, and I feel like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc., are very much lend themselves to products. Hi, I'm a sexy standing cup, or influencer marketing. The objectives are very different. If I am a mortgage broker, I'm a plumber, I'm a local hairdresser, I don't have a tangible product that I can put forward and go, buy this. How do I use the platform and absolutely milk it to the best of its ability?
Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you've got your elevator pitch down pat. And by elevator pitch, I mean your bio section.
So, what does a bad bio look like?
A bad bio uses full sentences with full stops.
Yeah,
It uses pixelated profile pictures, inconsistent cover photos. It just doesn't represent the brand really well.
it's a small amount of real estate that packs a punch, right? So, I know here you mentioned before, like using emojis, which is so conducive to the platform, social media.
Yeah, you want it to be a little bit lax. You want to be able to represent your brand in as few words as possible and make it engaging, easy to read, just something that people can just glance at and go, I know what this is all about. I can see their personality straight away.
Absolutely. I know for digital nomads, we use a link tree. You might have heard of a link in bio. We use a link tree on our profile, which allows you to expand your small amount of real estate. And we use it in a way to drive people to the information that we want them to read, because we know that in 6 years of business, people love to find out about the team and who they're talking to. We're a very team forward agency. So we have a link to our team page. We've got links to our podcast and our Spotify. We offer a free SEO audit if you put your domain and it tells you how to do your basic foundational SEO. So we put that in there. I feel like that is a huge opportunity to have a link tree or a link in bio.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can just put your, generic website as your link in bio, but then you're not going to capture all the, potential reviews that you could be getting,
Yep.
your YouTube channel, your other social media. If you've appeared in any articles online or
Such a good one.
yeah, exactly, or your latest blog,
Mm.
you're missing such an opportunity by not using a link tree.
And don't get me started on brick and mortar businesses that don't put their location in the bio. Like, we are lazy. Anybody got time to go and Google stuff to find out where you are? Put your location in your bio, please.
Don't make me go to Google Maps or to Google.
Quickly
and miss-
jumps onto Instagram to make sure our bio has our address on it.
Just, yeah, making sure that you're hitting all those, potential gaps that you could be missing.
Completely. All right, we've done our bio. We've got great profile pictures. Our highlights are all in order to be just like, bam, start posting.
Not quite.
Okay. Where do we start?
So we want to build our content pillars and our content calendar.
Okay, and for the people in the back, a content pillar is...
So for the people in the back, a content pillar is essentially what's going to define the content that you're putting out there that's going to provide value for your audience.
I love that.
So essentially, to build your content pillars, you want to look at other competitors and see what they're doing, where the gaps are. You want to figure out what your audience wants to see.
Yes.
So obviously putting your own face out there a little bit, people want to get to know the person behind the brand.
Definitely.
And it's backed by data. So that's going to take a bit of testing. So whatever you start with, it may not be what you're using in 6 months' time. And that's okay.
I love what you actually said there, because despite the name content pillar, which sounds like it's set in stone and concrete, the whole point of it is actually to be a little bit agile, a little bit flexible. And the other thing that you said that I really liked was about finding out what your audience wants to hear. Like, so often as egocentric users, we want to put out what we think people want to know about us, but really it's about what people need to hear that they want to know about.
Exactly.
I know for digital nomads, our content pillars over the years have been somewhat consistent, but at the moment we've landed on our case studies and portfolios so people can see the credibility behind the work that we do and the results that we get. People love the behind the scenes and getting to know people in the team and go, oh, I had a meeting with that person, and oh, now they're doing a funny dance. As well as education about the service streams that we provide, data-based, statistic-based, et cetera. Those we find at the moment are hitting the mark for us.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest things as well is being authentic, because
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, if you're not the kind of person who will do a funny little dance,
Yeah.
don't do one.
No.
But it is important to put your face out there. I've heard a few times, from various, from people that just feel, oh, I'm a builder. People don't want to see my face. Absolutely, they want to see your face
100%.
because it's authentic.
Absolutely. And if you are a builder and you are a swearer or you're a super bogan, be a super bogan swearing builder, because there's consistency in that, so that people who meet you go, oh, that's great. That's exactly who you represent yourself as. It's authentic. People can smell bullshit a mile off, especially on social media. We've got no business posting about things that we've got no business posting about. If we're going to go and talk about environmentally friendly this and eco-friendly that, but we've got a bin full of, takeaway cups in the kitchen, that's super inauthentic. It is so important. I feel like it's a massive responsibility to portray yourself authentically, and that's almost the most important thing. So this brings me to a really important topic, and I know that this is a conversation that both you and I have with our clients to some degree at every onboarding, is the objectives of social media for a service-based business. Being that it's a personal platform, Meta wants you to pay for ads. A lot of people come in here going, growth strategy, aggressive growth strategy. Let's go viral. Let's do this. Let's be honest. If we knew the recipe for going viral, we would all be doing it. So what is a realistic objective for a service-based business on social media?
Honestly, it just comes down to building brand awareness, I feel. Brand awareness and portfolio.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like you say, we don't know the recipe for going viral. That's never going to be a realistic thing to do. And the reason we don't focus on growth strategy is because it should just be a bonus thing, because we don't want to focus too much on the vanity metrics of it all. So, your likes, your shares, your follows, that sort of thing. The only thing that we can control ultimately in organic social media is that we're putting out high quality content.
Yep.
We're engaging with our audience.
Yep.
We're listening to what they want. We're looking at our competitors, finding gaps, following trends,
Testing types of different types of content.
100%, 100%. So as long as we're ticking all those boxes, that's going to be the best way that we can represent ourselves online, and just hope that it, if we get 1,000 followers overnight from going viral,
Right.
that's amazing. Probably not going to happen though.
No.
So
yeah, I totally agree with what you've just said. And while there is no shame in the game of going for growth, obviously we want to grow an audience where there's a lot of social proof to that and credibility as a brand. When you jump onto a social media and it's got a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand followers, yes, 100%. But to be the primary objective goal, I feel like it's going to leave a lot of businesses disappointed. Which brings us to the strategy that Digital Nomads HQ uses for our social media. I know back in years gone, we used to be a lot about posting 5 times a day and all this stuff, and all this resource and time went to all of this. And really it came down to the data showing us was watering down the engagement and watering down the organic reach. What we do now to speak to those objectives is we do a couple of posts a week, some stories, some reels, some static, some carousels, and then we go on and we engage with the audience. And we reply to some DMs, we reply to some comments, we engage with the people that the accounts are following. So if Digital Nomads is dealing with certain accounts within the industry, we'll engage with them. It's about building relationships. And that is, I feel, an approach that will really hit the nail on all sides of the head, and it becomes more of a holistic part of the puzzle when we're talking about holistic marketing.
That's right. And so, once you've started posting and all that sort of thing, you don't just stop and leave it there. You have to build a relationship with your audience. And that goes so much further than just putting a post out. You can have the most engaging post ever, but if you're not replying to those comments, or if you're not even seeking out people in your community, not just through your post, but through hashtags or just general community building, you're not going to get the reach that you want.
It's kind of like giving a great speech and you get a standing ovation, and then people are asking
Just
questions,
drop the
you
mic
just
and
walk
walk away.
away. Yeah, drop the mic. Absolutely. Yeah. That just about wraps it up for us. I hope that has been really, really helpful to you guys on how to optimize your platform and milk social media for a service-based business. Join us next time.